D4 bebre ama 31st night prophecies. Na nipa baako very unusual of him to also be giving things like this. Okudzato Ablakwa. Okudzato Ablakwa nso aba abonten a wo pese o trese. Well, ono nso ema ne prophecies and in a way predictions. Also wono ne de no ye friend forecast or ma forecast ne 2023 forecast. We nye nsofo no ede a wo mo ye no ono ne de o ha say obezo dress ono ne de ne kra no say abawom esen nsofo ne omo de no ebi. Now ye he Okudzato nso de a wama na ye wo adwentre bi etra na ya tre e wo comment box no there first time subscribe na click the notification bell on so we understand latest news bi aba won sa ebeka ye wo new YouTube channel e wo comment box no mo mesre click na subscribe am now wo hwe Okudzato de na the very first one, and it's a former President John Dramani Mahama who emerged victorious from the 2023 NDC flag bearer primaries with more than 95% of valid votes cast. Tietefo wo hwe Okudzato de a wo ma utumi hu ne se wa sha ase with a banger wati ase obi be se mama wati ase se afi we political very political because so here afi we na both political parties no be choose wo flag bearers na Okudzato say this year ebe ko ewiye no ono Okudzato hu ne se Mahama and NDC for be select no with 95% ati ase ntino ya tese Kwabena Dufo nso person stand na say Mahama benya 95% nti Kwabena Dufo no
MELODIES TV on YouTube
nso person mo contest Mahama no ebeche 5% na aka no. Now the second one, say former President John Mahama expected to retain Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman as his running mate for the 2024 presidential election. Now, Okudzato Ablakwa oha opese Mahama retaining Nana Jane Nana because Jane Nana Okudzato Ablakwa boss. Oye Okudzato ne madam. Inti Jane Nana eba beda ne vice president. Of course, Okudzato nso naturally say well ben vice president because just like senior Joyce Bawa Muktari and Felix Ofosu-Kwakye wo moye Mahama ni aid no. Okudzato Ablakwa also in a way more like oni Jane na Opoku-Agyeman and ebu edwuma what you say ntino that's also a prophecy I want also Emma say was Mahama everything Jane na Opoku-Agyeman. Now the third one and it say public agitations against the Ekufuado-Bawumia Oforiatta debt exchange program predicted to reach a crescendo as an overwhelming majority of Ghanaians will outrightly reject the Draconian terms. Now I see debt structure ya abanya na said this year will be no. Okudzato ne prophecy a woman say Ghana fo nina ebe sorry etia sa nhyehyeye no. Ghana fo nina ono ne prophecy no say Ghana fo be sorry etia sa nhyehyeye no. Omutia ebe man nhyehyeye no embem. This is what Okudzato Ablakwa is saying. Now the fourth one they say the debt exchange resistance and considerable turmoil would lead to a substantial delay in an IMF board agreement, which development will further exacerbate Ghana's current economic calamity. I say we share debt exchange. Send Ghana for be sorry etia sa debt exchange no. A debt restructuring na buying person or nti no. Ebema IMF deal na ye pese ye kɔ ekɔkɔgye no. Ebema deal no enko ntem sɛ ye pɛ. Nti ebema Ghana ye economic crisis no asanso asɛe more because isi ano abayama yate ase sɛ ye only savior IMF. Na sɛ IMF ama conditionality sɛ yen ye debt restructuring na aban ye debt restructuring na Ghana for sɛ wo mo ntia ase dia na te say IMF omba
MELODIES TV on
Ghana
YouTube.
Debt restructuring na yebeye enti and IMF beba. I hope you guys understand. So debt restructuring na ye. The only reason I hear enti and say IMF deal ye pew. And let's say bia ye say oh and Ghana for say the only reason we are doing that because the politicians know says debt restructuring na ye no. It doesn't make sense. The only reason why we are doing the debt restructuring is because of the IMF deal we want. It Okudzato asemo a work no. Ghana for empene debt restructuring. Te bema IMF deal no ye nya. Te bema Ghana ye conditions na ye worse. This is ne nkomsha wadeba. Osanso say Rebad Limited, the JV contractors consisting Rizani, the Elcha, Spa, M. Babisoti and Sons Limited, and the Simon Limited, tasked to construct President Akufo-Addo's $400 million cathedral, will formally announce their disinterest and final withdrawal from the beleaguered project, which has consistently been a cause. How do you pronounce this word? Celebrate. Nti wo hwe Okudzato nsɛm a waka wa bobɔ nkrofo a omusi National Cathedral ne din tre se ono Okudzato prophesy se san nkrofo no bɛka se ye Ghana for se ne ye kasa dodo no omo otwe asan nti o metwe omo ho efri cathedral nsensem ni mu. This is Okudzato Ablakwa's prophecy. Charlie. See, owners of the Waterstone Realty Luxury Apartment Complex demolished in May 2018 to pave way for the cathedral construction are expected to revive renewed appeals from government for an out-of-court settlement and will vigorously pursue their 120 million judgment debt case. Now, Mama Wati has said, Omo ayeko bubu omo dan. Ye can say ye de ho baba besi National Cathedral no. Sa nkrofo no Okudzato say, enkomsha wo hye ne say, abanya ye na adwen so percent oni nkrofo na free cause nkrofo no de aban court for debt judgment debt. And aban so nim say na asem
MELODIES TV on YouTube.
Inti asem Okudzato kan say abanya ye na adwen say woni nkrofo no ebeka say wasem ne ntwimwe free embra fie ne yenka. Ba asem aban kan wo kan asem no on ka ma enya nkrofo no de nkrofo no be sanso de asem na court. Say wo mo pe 120 million for adia aban ede yomo no. This is what Okudzato is saying. Or say MPP MPs will early this year discover that they were tricked by President Akufo-Addo and that he is absolutely determined to keep his cousin as finance minister, even if that will cost him his presidency. And me mami bisa me asem bi say, hey, inti MPP MPs no, omure fi Kenofoyata na because isi a obi anka ho asem. And I'm say ampa o. Isi obi ani wa woka Kenofoyata ho asem biom. Nti Okudzato nsem a woka ne say MPP MPs no afei yewe in commission say on be realize say Akufo-Addo edaada omo na enya de a wo beyi Kenofoyata free so ende ana wo chena. This is what Okudzato is saying. Also say MPP MPs will bitterly regret their betrayal of the NDC caucus by not voting together with us to secure the two-third constitutional threshold that would have ousted disastrous Kenofoyata. Some of the disappointed MPP MPs will publicly concede to their tactical error and shall be seeking new belated #KenMustGo collaborations with the NDC caucus. And you see, afei Akufo-Addo yo almost had no more realize Akufo-Addo trick yo mu ya ye we hu say ye adenti ne ne NDC fo ambom enyi Kenofoyata mfrim ti afei MPP MPs no be yo mo ade sisi ade omo ne NDC fo na ba be bom say omo nyi Kenofoyata mfri so omo realize omo mistake. Also meanwhile, I project that President Akufo-Addo and his cabal will proceed to victimize the KenMustGo MPP MPs by actively sponsoring candidates against them in the upcoming MPP parliamentary primaries. Also, Omujina say Kenofoyata won kono. Okudzato say Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo ebe sponsor wo mo opponents no mo opponents no to mo free parliament. This is what Okudzato Ablakwa is saying. The 10th one will say the two pending nominations for justices of the Supreme Court, which have currently been caught up in parliamentary gridlock, will move from bad to worse. The embattled nominees, Justice George Kingsley Kumsin and Ernest Yao Gau, may have to brace themselves for a fatal outcome. Now, President Akufo-Addo selecting Nkrofo say womumra na yemfo munkonko to Supreme Court ho. And as Nkrofo no ba ku obi a was standing on the ticket of MPP into MPP ni and na yede na ko Supreme Court. Okudzato say in comsha wo hye ne say afiwei say nipa kro no obehia say e wo say ye pass no e wo parliament ansa na wakọ Supreme Court akọ da ne judge. Okudzato say omo Nkrofo no omo tu no omo behu because parliament empene parliament betchi asem ni mutare ama Nkrofo no hu say hey Nkrofo we omo person be ma ya da ne Supreme Court judges. That's what Okudzato is saying. Now the 11th point was say, and this is I think the last one, 14. I say I can very safely predict that Ghana's Supreme Court shall continue to treat our e-levy case without any sense of urgency, unlike in the controversial Deputy Speaker's can vote case, which was decided within an impressive 4-month supersonic speed. Now, Memamoti as say Ghana for your refi say Ambra aban pass e-levy no asem no call Supreme Court. Up to lende, once the last me bisa says asem na kwa akosi sen. So Okudzato asem a can say still asem no enya asem bia Supreme Court judges no ebe show agency bi say oyendi asem no, but Ambra na Joe Wise ekoto aba Supreme Court ewo parliament no there. In tentem Supreme Court ba abonten edem waye bae. Nti ono Okudzato hu ne say e-levy asem no enya dia Supreme Court edem waye beba entem. This is what Okudzato is saying. Ewo ne 11th prophecy no. The 12th one was say, like many Ghanaians, I can equally forecast with ease that Assin North MP James Jachikwesin's injunction will remain as an effective all-year restraint and thereby guarantee the MPP a numerical advantage in Ghana's historical hang parliament. Inti NDC MP for Assin North James Jachikwesin ayede injunction ato ne so no. Okudzato says a injunction no enya dia court no ebe ye free ne so da nti ye be injunction na because ye hu ne say oni ho a eya na, and you see only ho nti na MPP for etumi passes a 2.5% increment VAT no, because we hear numbers na eye 136 135 nti na ka NDC MP we wo ho na ka ye 136 a na ka nya dia sa 2.5% VAT increment no be ba so. To Okudzato say omo ehu aban ehu Supreme Court funso ehu judges na ehu say NDC MP no ni ho a MPP for at least they have a fighting chance. Nti enya dia injunction ye be ye free ne so nti this whole year still yeah man member parliament. That's what Okudzato is saying. 13th one say when Chief Justice Enimieboa retires in May this year, the frosty relations with the NDC caucus and palpable bias of the Apex Court, which he championed, is most likely going to haunt his successor and thereby affect what would have otherwise been a smooth parliamentary vetting and approval process of Ghana's next Chief Justice. Osim May afiwe Chief Justice, a year Justice Enimieboa ebe resign or obe retire, na so or retire na or kwa. The pafofra wo beba no. NDC for betwe na asem mutare because adia Enimieboa eye no NDC for esua nyansa. Nti se foforo oba won senya NDC for ne beko on bedege ne nsem ehu se wono nso ba obeba ba ye de Enimieboa ye na Enimieboa ba oba ye no MPP adwuma no oba be ye. This is what Okudzato Ablakwa is saying. The last point, 14th point, they said 2023 appears set to be the year of by-elections. I can see at least 2 by-elections on the horizon. It's a way Okudzato Ablakwa and the 14 prophecies. Won't try your comment box anymore, but I say.